Does homeowners insurance cover me if my basement floods? That is a great question. We have a lot of videos where we talk about homeowners insurance and flood insurance and the difference between the two. You can check those out. However, let's break it down real quickly here so that you understand. All homeowners insurance policies are going to specifically exclude floods, meaning it's not going to be covered under your homeowner's policy, which means if you want flooding to be covered, you have to purchase a separate policy, a flood policy, to go along with your homeowner's insurance policy. But let's talk about what flooding actually is, what the definition of flooding is. Flooding means surface water coming from outside the home. This means it rains so much that your pool overflows, or the canal next to your house overflows, or the river next to your house overflows, or it just rains so much that your street starts to flood, and that water, that surface water, comes from outside into your home. That is what is considered a flood, and that is what is not covered under your homeowner's policy. So if that happens and your basement is flooded, unless you have a flood policy specifically, you are not going to have coverage. So that's flood, that's excluded. However, things like pipes bursting in your house suddenly and accidentally and then flooding your basement, that is something that under most homeowners policies is going to be covered. There are also other things that can happen, like your sub pump failing or water overflow, from your sewer backing up and then flooding into your basement. Now that is something that can be covered on your homeowner's policy, but it's not something that comes automatically. It's a coverage, it's called sub pump and water overflow or water backup coverage. And that is something that can be covered or can be purchased, but it doesn't come automatically. So let's say that it's raining so much and your sub pump fails, and because your sub pump fails, your basement floods. If you have that coverage, then you are going to be covered up to whatever amount of coverage you select. Let's say the sewer, for whatever reason, does back up and comes back through the toilet or through the bath and ends up flooding your basement. If you have that coverage, again, you're going to be covered. But remember, it does not come automatically. So in our agency, in our insurance brokerage, anytime somebody has a basement, this is a coverage that we are automatically adding on to their homeowner's policy. And this is just to give them peace of mind. If anything happens, you're going to be covered in most cases. So here's the takeaway. If you have a basement, make sure you run out and check your homeowner's policy. Make sure you have sub pump and water backup coverage. And if you're in any type of a flood zone or anywhere near a river, a lake, a canal, you probably want to buy additional flood insurance to cover you in case that surface water comes in if it rains a lot. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or need clarification, comment below. Happy to answer your questions.